our shirt on Teespring.
I've been in this shelter for over a year now, and let me tell you, it's a real freak show sometimes. There's this one guy, right? At first I thought he was just some kid in his 20s. Turns out he's pushing mid-30s. Every day it's the same thing. He's in there doing these crazy karate moves like he's auditioning for Cobra Kai or something. It's like he's living in his own personal kung fu movie, completely oblivious to everyone around him. And get this, he tells everyone he's super religious. In my experience, that's usually the first red flag. This guy, he's got a real talent for talking smack about others, but the moment someone says anything back, he runs to the staff crying like a baby. It's like, pick a lane, buddy. Are you a kung fu master or a tattletale? The staff, they try to keep the peace, you know, but this guy, he's like a one-man drama factory. One day I see him giving some old-timer a hard time. Why? Because he knows the old guy can't defend himself. It's pathetic, really. This so-called martial arts expert, picking on the elderly. Real tough guy, huh? I tried to avoid him for a while, you know, but then I thought, maybe I'm being too harsh, so I gave him another chance. Big mistake. We start talking about the 2024 election, and suddenly he's spouting all this conspiracy theory nonsense. He's going on about how he's got inside information on politicians. Yeah, right, and I'm the Queen of England. That's when I knew I was done. But this guy, he was just getting started. He tries to use his ADHD as an excuse for his behavior. Look, I get it. Mental health is important, but it's not a get-out-of-jail-free card for being a jerk. Christmas 2025 rolls around, and this clown really shows his true colors. One day, he freaks out on this woman who just walked by him, screaming about his personal space or something. But when she stands up for herself, he runs to the staff for help. Some kung fu master, huh? And then get this. A blind lady walks by and he just loses it. Starts insulting her, calling her names. He's going on about how he'd never date someone so ugly, how he's got hundreds of women after him. Yeah, sure, buddy. They're probably all ninjas, right? The staff get involved, of course. And what does our martial arts expert do? Threatens to tell his mom on them. I kid you not. That was it for me. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to do something. So I went to the staff, told them everything. About the karate, the broomstick training, all of it. I mean, people were starting to think this guy was a time bomb waiting to go off. And honestly, I couldn't blame them, but from what I've seen, he wouldn't know Jesus if he walked up and turned his Gatorade into wine. It's always the same with these types. They talk a big game about faith, but when it comes to actually practicing what they preach, crickets. I don't really care about this fool, to be honest. But man, it sure gives me something to talk about on social media, and I got a feeling there's going to be plenty more stories where that came from. Welcome to life in the shelter, folks. You know, sometimes I wonder if I'm the crazy one for putting up with all this. But then I remember, at least I'm not doing karate in the hallways. In the end, I guess it's all just part of the shelter experience. A daily reminder that truth really is stranger than fiction. And hey, who knows? Maybe one day I'll look back on all this and laugh. But for now, I'm just trying to survive the shelter shenanigans.